They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
51, Mike 51,
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just shy of extra receivers that will spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Locke now on first down, and he fires one incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run the counter. Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Locke working out of the gun. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Run for Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Just like that.
Now Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Now this time Locke will throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. On first down, Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Judy. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Locke got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Stand up there.
off. He's going to keep it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 brings up second and goal.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a flat. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Block now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his lock on third down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the...
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Patriots.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Broncos. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And a Patriot 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Brought down at the 40.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Hamler now on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
27-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now to the air, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down now, Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11 now. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Patriot first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 17 at the 40-yard line.
Dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Going deep here for Parker. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney, and they will take over at at the 29-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this carries into the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, New England.
Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Michel. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Lobo, you're out. Come on, baby, come on, baby. Woo! Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch, switch, switch.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And the Patriot first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Parker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the The Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
To Cortland Sutton.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Bradley Chubb, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He's crashing. He's checking crowd. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down at the 40.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Lock with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 24. Patriots 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
26. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and dime.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's Pollard again, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Lobo, sit down. Check, check, lucky.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, Pollard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the